Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Last time we took down the Plesioth, and now today we take on the Jade Baroth in the snow. And this is a Tundra quest, so bring two things with you. One thing is the hot drink, because it is going to be cold as fuck. And the other is some cleansers, because this is, this is just an amped up Baroth. And, well, one of the key items that, or key attacks that a Baroth has is the ability to make you slightly immobile for a while, so cleansers are basically a must. Let's see, getting into the Jade Baroth, it's, well, honestly, it's basically just a reskin of a normal Baroth. There's nothing really unique about this monster except for maybe, at least possibly one move. I know there's one that I think might be unique to this monster, but I'm not entirely sure. But there is another one that I know for sure that's used by this monster, and it's a big U-turn attack. So, like if you think with the normal Baroth, you know, it kind of charges you and then you can dodge. With this monster, though, it might turn around and, you know, tag you in the ass. So you gotta kind of keep your eyes on this monster. You might have just noticed a moment ago, I didn't need to really use a hot drink because Cha-Cha and Kayamba, they have dances to be able to get rid of those weather condition effects. You could teach them the dance to do that, but I wouldn't necessarily rely on these two to get the job done because, well, they're not very reliable. They suck, mainly. So this is our Jade Baroth. I believe he is slightly stronger than a normal, or a slightly larger. I know he's slightly stronger, but in terms of height, I think it's either about the same size or bigger than a normal Baroth. I think I also read somewhere that they could even be smaller. I'm not sure. These guys are weird. Jesus, I got something stuck in my throat. But breakable parts. You can break snow just about on every part of his body that has snow. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can break everything, so it's not just most, it's every part. But if you want to break the parts of the monster itself, you have to break the snow off first. So like if you want to cut off the tail, you got to first get rid of the snow. You want to break the arms, get rid of the snow. Break the head, get rid of the snow, and you know, that sort of thing. And I'm not sure if this guy having snow on him allows him to have extra resistances to anything like like a normal Baroth does, but all I know is that it's a snow. I have fire-based weapons. I'm gonna go nuts. And nuts. Indeed, this guy is he's gonna be in a world of hurt, but oddly enough, he takes me longer to take down than a Plesioth does, but that could possibly be because this guy loves to move around. It's actually quite annoying. And he should... Oh, okay, no, he's going to be knocked down for a minute. Something that's very interesting about Brute Wyverns, and it's also kind of irritating too, is that they don't stay down for very long. They don't stay down, they don't stay trapped, they don't even get exhausted for as long. So these guys can really be a challenge. And there's the U-turn. It typically just comes out of nowhere. And while I'm on it, I'm going to go into a short rant about subspecies in general, because this guy right here is the definition of why I can't stand subspecies in Monster Hunter games. To put it simply, this is a Baroth. It's not a Jade Baroth, it's just a freaking Baroth. There's only one or two new moves to this monster, and even then, the second move might not even be unique to this monster. Aside from that, this guy just has a little more health and a reskin. So, in other words, this is literally the same thing that we've fought time and time again. And so, I kind of wonder, what's the point? This guy isn't unique. It isn't new material, and Capcom has been doing something that, frankly, it's a sort of thing that angers me about the Call of Duty games and even the Mario games, is that a lot of the material is not fresh. They just gave it a slight makeover, and then they ask you for full price. In fact, if you go onto the Monster Hunter Wikipedia and you check under large monsters, say for this game, I can guarantee you that Jade Baroth is going to be on that list. And even then, there was another one too, another list of new monsters, and that's the list that usually just messes me up, just like makes me go, are you fucking serious? Because this monster is not unique, it's not new. We fought this guy before. He looks a little bit different. So in other words, this guy, he's not unique. And so there's that kind of quick headbutt. That's a move that I think the normal Baroth shares with this guy. I'm not 100% sure, but it does give you the snowman status, which is much like the mud effect that the normal Baroth has. Something that you can do, and I'm going to do this while the monster is exhausted, as opposed to when I recommend it, which is when this guy's in rage. But Brute Wyverns are problematic when they get into rage mode. So it's always a good idea to save like your traps, particularly pitfalls, or your flash bombs for when a monster goes into rage mode. To give you an example, like how a Rathalos or a Rathian, they'll fly back when they go into rage mode, and you can use that flash bomb to kind of get the preemptive. In this case, it's not the same thing, but it does stun the monster to a point where you keep him still, and you can make it so the monster itself is easier to manage. And well, there goes the Baroth's tail. And well, this poor guy is just having a bad day. I mean, I know my character's overpowered right now, but that's the whole point, just to show you how this monster behaves, reacts, and all that. And I think the most frustrating part, going back into the subspecies thing, is that, well, this guy, I believe he's also a key quest, so you have to fight this guy no matter what. And that's very, very frustrating. And for whatever reason, Brute Wyverns in this area, they don't leave Area 4 going into I think that's Area 2. They dig out of it as opposed to just walk out the door, or the front entrance, which, you know, I just find it odd. By the way, the Baroth does have I believe he goes into the secret area in order to rest. And unfortunately, you're not going to see it in this video, but that's something that I do intend to show off, possibly in the Devil Joe fight. But there is actually an entire extension of this map that is hidden very carefully. And you wouldn't think to look there because, well, you can't access it. And, well, that was Baroth. Time-wise, I would give you probably no more than 25 minutes to take this guy down. That's assuming that you have a decent enough weapon, or the skill and know-how to keep up with this monster, because that's the time waster. This guy just moving around. It's quite annoying. But yeah, there's honestly not a whole lot else to discuss with the Jade Baroth. You might be wondering, what the hell is that armor that Cha-Cha's wearing? Well, that armor, instead of him gathering items, he grabs coins, so like bronze, silver, gold coins, and you can use those to sell. And, you know, they add up over time, so that's always a good thing. And, you know, they both have their own little mask like that. And they're just happily dancing their little asses away, being completely useless. But yeah, that was the Jade Baroth. Next time, I believe we're taking on the Baleful Giganox, so I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.